Good morning, Orange Vista High School. This is Mrs. Graham, and I will be going over our student handbook. Within our student handbook, we have various things that we need to discuss, things that I believe you need to know. The kids at school you need to know, the teachers need to know, and we will also put it on our website for our parents to know as well. So everybody is informed and we are communicating. I want to welcome you to our 2019-2020 school year. We enter to learn, leave to achieve, and make your mark. Okay, that is what our motto is. That's what we would like for you to do. I am Mrs. Graham. I'm your assistant principal. Mr. Workman is our principal, and Mr. Elder is our assistant principal. So if you ever see us around on campus, please make sure you say hi. If you have any questions to ask us, please make sure that you do. We are open book here. Our expectations here at Orange Vista are to be respectful, be responsible, and be involved. How do you do these things? Hey, being respectful, you already know how to do that. You guys are already on board with that, so I don't need to really go over that. Being responsible, making sure that you turn in your classwork, making sure you're getting to class on time. Again, things that you are doing, and be involved. So, being involved, again, join the club, join the team, making sure that you do your spirit days. Being involved requires you to be involved. If you are doing these three expectations, then you are winning here at Orange Vista. What do we expect you to learn? Okay, we have learning outcomes for you all. Critical thinking. We want you to become problem solvers. Okay, that's our ultimate goal. We want you to be able to communicate with people, collaborate, meaning sitting there and communicating with your classmates, with peers, even people that you're going to be employed by. We want you to comprehend what's going on around you. Computation and analysis skills, knowing your math. When you make that money, you want to make sure you can count it. Social skills, civic responsibility, just having empathy, knowing what's right, what's wrong. And again, like I always say, knowing who you are. Know who you are. Don't fake the funk. And then finally, physical and emotional wellness. Okay. Physical and emotional wellness. We want to make sure that you are okay, that you are doing well, that you're mentally fine. It is very important, especially in school, that you have these things going on because we want you to be successful. ASB, you must have your ID card on you at all times. And last year was a whole debacle of things of, well, I have an ID, I just didn't bring it, and then you got charged $5, and then when it was time to pay the $5 at the end of the year, then all of a sudden it was like, I don't want to. You have your ID card, and you won't have to worry about it. The best bet, I think, is to take a picture of it. Take a picture of it, put it on your phone, or even if you have those pockets in the back of your phone, I would put the card in the back of my phone. You can purchase the ASB card for free admission to athletic events, to dances, social events. There's a couple of things that we have free admission for when you have the ASB card. Also, if you are playing a sport, a varsity sport, you can earn your free varsity letter, so you don't have to pay for the letter. Any transactions that you need to make, like if you do lose your ID card and you need to replace it, you will make it with a bookkeeper, Miss Summer Leonard. She is our bookkeeper. She is open before school from 7:20 to 7:35, during break and lunch, and after school from 3 o'clock to 3:15. Now, listen, guys, these are hours that we are hoping that, not hoping, but that she'll be there. But some days she may not be, and there'll be a sign on her window letting you know when she'll return. Because we do other things outside of school, okay, in order to keep it going smoothly here. Dances, and we have our first dance coming up this Friday, our Orange. You must have your student ID. If you are bringing a guest, they must be under 21, and they need to be approved by me, the assistant principal. You can't just come to the dance and leave and then want to come back. Okay, this doesn't work like that. If you come, you stay. If you leave, you stay gone. End of story. You will be searched when you're coming into the dance. So please, no chapstick, no lipstick, no eyeliner, mascara, gum, None of that can come into the dance. So basically, it's your body, yourself, your ID, and if you have any money or something, then that needs to come in as well. If you are dancing inappropriately at the dance, you will be asked to leave. Okay, you don't have to stay there. It's not your right, and no, you won't get a refund. Okay, if you already know the rules, the ground rules, then you shouldn't be doing anything that you have no business doing. And lastly, with the dances, and this is my biggest thing, you must be picked up within 30 minutes of the dance ending, or you will not be able to participate in the next dance. Okay, that is so important because what ends up happening is that you guys sit there and you want to powwow. You don't call your parents right away. You want to sit there and kick it with the homie, talk, hug up, boo up, whatever you're doing. And then it's like we're standing there waiting, like, where's your ride? Oh, they're coming, they're coming. No, 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 no. If they're not there within 30 minutes, then you will not be coming to another dance. Any school sponsored event, the staff can remove you or refuse for you to come in at any time. Again, it is not your right to be here. Okay, it is a privilege. You are also responsible for your guests. So if your guests are acting crazy, guess what? That means you gotta go too. All right. So don't bring people here that don't have any sense. Be courteous, friendly, and polite. Again, you are required to present your ID at all events. Make sure you have it. Okay. If our dance is in the gym, that doesn't mean you go over to the field. Okay. You need to stay at the event. If you are found going to other places at the event, doing something that you have no business doing, you will not be allowed to go to the next event. People, I don't know how many times I can tell you, but there are cameras everywhere. 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 Okay, so please be aware of that and cognizant of that. If you are placed on suspension or expulsion, you may not come to an event. I think that is not rocket science, but some people feel like, oh, I got suspended, but I'm still going to come. First of all, I don't know why your parent is still letting you come if you got suspended. That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, if you are suspended or up for expulsion, you cannot come to the activity. Sorry, you're not allowed. Go be suspended. All right, athletics. These are the athletics that we offer here at school: baseball, football, softball, so on. Okay. Um, in order for you to participate, you need to have a 2.0 and two or fewer Fs. So if you want to be a part of any of these athletics, then you need to come to the intervention office. You can see Miss Estrada or Mr. Caldwell. They both can assist you in filling out that athletic clearance. You do need to have a physical, however. So please make sure you do that. Anytime we have the free Borrego Health Clinic, you need to be making sure that you are there getting your physical. PE. All students are expected to wear their PE uniform during PE. This consists of a gray OVHS t shirt and black PE shorts and tennis shoes. Okay? So you need to have something. And if it's not the OVHS, you can just get a gray shirt and black shorts. But you need to dress out. I don't understand for the life of me why people fail PE. I do not get it. I think it's weird. It's not hard. You dress out. You do the activity that they ask you to do. And yeah, that's it. It's not rocket science. Lockers and locks will be assigned. Again, do not share a locker. And even though we say that, people still do it because they don't get it until something gets stolen and then they want to come and ask us to help them find it. We can't. We can't help you find it. Any lost or stolen items, we are not responsible for. Okay? We cannot help you. There are no cameras in the locker room for us to help you. Anything that's lost or stolen, I'm sorry. It is your responsibility. It is not the school's responsibility. So make sure your stuff is locked up. Okay? And anything in your locker is subject to search at any time by any administrator. So please don't be like, oh well, you can't go in here. Yeah, yeah, we can. Yeah, we can go in here. Okay? At any time. So please make sure you don't hide anything that you have no business hiding. All right, tardy policy. Yes, it is real, especially you seniors. I keep trying to tell you, you guys are the tardy, trying to be tardy the most. That's when your activities get taken. I don't know if you talked to your friends last year, but a lot of them had some activities gone. Some of them even had grad night gone because of the tardies. They were excessive. And so you need to stop while you're ahead. I don't know what it is you need to do, but you need to do it. If you are tardy, 1 to 3 times, it's a phone call home, warning, letting their parent know. Hey, and they're also getting an email as well, letting them know what the further consequences will be. Tardy 4 and 5 is lunch detention with your baby boo. Okay. So what does that mean, freshmen? That means that you have lunch detention. You go to room 701, you go hang out with Coach Zomal. And then you get your lunch delivered to the to the OCI room. And you don't get a lunch. So if you don't want to not miss out, if you don't want to miss out with your friends, then please make sure you are in class. Tardy 6 is a reflective essay, just writing why are you tardy, what it is that you need to do to not be tardy. Tardy 7 through 9 is campus beautification. That's an hour after school. So, an hour after school, you will clean up with our wonderful custodians. And then lastly, tardy 10 is a reverse suspension. What does that mean? That means that your parent comes to school with you to walk you from class to class. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not cool with that. I would not want my mom or dad to come and walk me. But some of you may. I don't know. But I know this as a parent, they don't want to miss work because you can't get to school on time or do what you need to do. Okay. If they miss work, that means they're missing out on money. So do your parents a favor and do what you're supposed to do and get to class on time. Cell phones, my favorite. Wow. Social media, I tell you, it's running our world. Um, we're not responsible for lost, stolen, or damaged phones. I suggest if you are getting your phone stolen or taken and you have an iPhone that you need to get that app. Where's my iPhone? Because you're going to be the one to find it, not us. We cannot, we will not. Okay. So please make sure you keep a hold on your devices. Don't leave them down, especially if you're around shady people in your classroom and you know they're shady. Don't do it. The use of your cell phone is a privilege in your classroom. It's your teacher's discretion on how and when you may use your cell phone during class. You need to follow the policy. And if you're not following the policy and you get busted, there's nothing that we can do. We told you what the teachers told you what the policy is. Okay? They told you that. And if you chose not to follow it, I don't know what to tell you. There are rules, people. They are made to be followed, not to be broken. And if you can't follow them and you don't want to suffer the consequences, then don't do it. Social media bullying will not be tolerated. We're really cracking down on that because it's too far and in between of what's happening out there. We're suspending people, period. And you will be educated on how to use social media. And what does that mean? That means, hey, don't go on there slaying people. Don't go on there talking mess about people. Don't go on there showing nude pictures of people. Don't do that because once we catch up with you, guess what? You can be cited also by a police officer because we do have a police officer on duty now. So they can go and investigate and find out who sent these pictures and do reverse searches and lookups. Don't play with it, guys. It's not worth it. All right, flex. So every Tuesday and Thursday, fourth period is extended for a flex period. And what does that mean? That means that you get signed up for flex on a Tuesday, for Tuesday and Thursday for academic intervention, if you want to make up assignments, if you want to retake tests, even if it's just a study hall or for enrichment. But every student will sign up for a flex session. They will open up on Mondays. So on Monday, you will go through during your first period class, and you will go through and write and log into your flex and sign up for the flex session. Sometimes your teachers will put you in the flex session. So if you know that or they've assigned you to one, then it'll automatically be in there for you. But if not, I would go to a class that I really needed help in, that I needed some assistance in, or if I had to retake a test or make up an assignment, I would definitely try to go to those classes. Don't go to the flex period and not do anything. That does not help you. Does not help your grades. It does not help you do homework. It helps you do nothing. Please make sure you are going to a flex that is going to benefit you and what you need to accomplish. Passes. What about the passes? A. You may only be out of class when it's an approved pass from your teacher. Teachers, this goes for you too. Make sure your student has a pass. And not just teachers, staff members, counselors, Mrs. Graham. Make sure students have a pass. If they don't have a pass, they have a possibility of either going back to your classroom, or if they're super shady, they will go to OCI. Okay. And OCI guys will go into a little bit further, but there's our on campus intervention room. So please make sure you have a pass. I don't care which kind of pass it is. If it's an orange pass, the gray pass, if it's a pass that your teacher made, whatever it is, but you need to have a pass for going from class to class or going from place to place. ID cards, we kind of talked about that already. Just to let you know, it's a $5 replacement fee. Again, people act brand new all the time. I didn't know that. No, you did know that. Okay, you did. So please, if you don't want to get that $5 fee on your account, then don't lose it. It's not hard. Okay, take a picture of it, put it on your phone, put it inside the case of your phone. But you need it to get into the dances and such. My favorite. I don't understand why coming to school to get high is the plan for some of you. Still trying to figure it out. But here's something I do want to tell you. If you are caught with anything, tobacco, marijuana, vape pen, cartridges, lighters, pipes, anything, chargers that you can think of that has to do with drugs, you will be suspended. And you will also receive a ticket from the Val Verde Police Department. That ticket equals money. That means it's a fine that you have to pay. Some of you have already gone down this road and you're like, oh, well, I just had community service. Yeah, it was easy. Yeah, no, not this time. No, no community service. Now it's called money. Okay. You will receive a fine and it's not community service. Bottom line, guys, don't do drugs. I know that sounds so cliche. Don't do it. Don't do drugs. Don't drink alcohol. I mean, just don't. You guys are too young to be doing that to yourself, to your bodies, to your faces. Some of you walking around here, I can see who does it because I'm like, oh my gosh, you're dwindling away to nothing, or your face is all broken out, and those are the signs of a user. Why are you doing that to your 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old body? Do you want to look like you're 30 years old by the time you graduate from high school? Come on, guys. I need you to get with the program. If you need help because you can't kick it or something is, you're abusing it, please come to our office. We will help you. We will get the support that you need. Just don't do it here at school. Dress code, my favorite. Please don't wear clothes that show any cleavage or your behind. Okay? Please do not do that. Now, some of you are like, "Why, Miss Graham? You can barely see it." The fact that you say barely means I can. Nobody's looking at me. Yeah, people are. Okay? You can't wear clothes like that. You cannot wear clothes like that to school. You want to wear them on your weekend, you go to the beach, whatever it is you're doing, going to a party. I don't care. That's your business. Okay, but not here at school. Look classy, not trashy. Okay? And we'll go into what trashy looks like further on down the line when we talking about these dances and proms and such. Because some of you don't understand what trashy is. Fellas, still no do rags. You already know the business with that. We're not doing the do rags, okay? You wear the do rag at night. Yeah, I understand you want to get the dippers, the waves, whatever you guys saying nowadays, but you can't get them at school. You can get them at your house, okay, when you go to bed. And also pants. I don't know how many boys I've seen with pants down. I don't know if you understand what that means when your pants, when you're wearing your pants down like that. Um, I suggest you go talk to Mr. Willis. He can fill you in on that, and let you know why you should not be walking around with your pants on your hip, on your hanging off your butt. Okay, it means something, and it's not good. All right. So please make sure you keep your pants up. Appreciate it. All right, these are the interventions that we have on campus. Campus beautification. We do have lunch detention with your baby boo. We do have drug intervention, rehabilitation. Like I said, if you're doing drugs, you can't help it, come and stop by so we can get you some support. We have what's called a PBIS team. We have suspension. So, yes, you can get suspended. Our no activity list. If you have been suspended, you are placed on the no activity list for 4 weeks. Okay, if you have been suspended, you're placed on the no activity list for 4 weeks. That means you cannot go to the. So if you have already been suspended at the first couple of days of school, then you won't be coming to the Orange Cella. Okay, you won't be coming to the football game or to the dance. You cannot come to either one. Okay, you have 4 weeks of not going to activity. We also have a no pass list. Those are for my wanderers, the ones that have to leave every period and say, I don't do that. Yeah, you do because I see you on camera. Okay. So eventually we will be having one coming into play, probably sooner than later. I thought we would give it some time, but some of you are already on it. You just picked up where you left off, and it's sad. I just don't get it. On campus intervention. That's our OCI room. That's with Coach Zomo. You go there if your teacher, decides, hey, they're cutting up or they're not doing what I need them to do. They've had enough, fed up. You go to OCI. First, you come to my office and sign in. OCI, there are no phones and there is no computer. There's no electronics. There is a Coach Zomok, though, and he loves to talk to kids about life. Okay. So please don't get sent to OCI. It is not worth it. You won't be able to communicate with anyone anyway. Okay. The School Attendance Review Board, that's our SARB. Some of you already know what that is because you have been SARB. It's basically when you don't bring you back to school. Okay. You're always tardy, you're always absent, always truant. And then they send somebody to your house to figure out why you're always absent, always truant. Please make sure that you get to school on time. And then lastly, we have our YAT, and that's for our more troubled youth, probationary that needs some help and assistance. These are the reasons you can be suspended. Please read them. I'll read a couple: fighting, weapons, drugs, vandalism, theft, tobacco, obscenities, harass a witness, hazing, bullying, cyberbullying, physical injury, sexual harassment, terrorist threats. Okay, even if you're just playing, that was a lot last year. Oh, I was just kidding. No, you can't play like that in the world today. You don't do that. People take things very seriously and people are getting hurt and killed, okay? Because people aren't taking them seriously. Don't make threats. Imitation firearm, that includes poppers, okay? No poppers. You can't use poppers here, okay? You throw them, it sounds like gunfire. People get scared. They spark a flame. You can poke your eye out. There's numerous reasons, but these are all your suspensions. This is how the discipline goes because half of you don't even know what's happening. Low level referrals or classroom referrals. Teachers, I ask you to tell the student that they're getting a referral. Let them know that they're getting a low level referral and what that means. Okay, and how many it takes to get to an office referral. Because the thing is this, they come to my office and they're like, I didn't even know that they wrote me up. They wrote me up. Yeah, they did. Here it is right here. They remember the offense. They just don't know that they didn't even know that you wrote it. So please make sure you do that. Um, Here's the reasons that you can get a referral: tardy, dress code, bullying, teasing, cheating, class disruption. Okay, those are low level offenses. Leaving without permission. Office manage, again, bullying, drugs, alcohol, fighting, weapons, horseplay. Those things get you time with me. Please be safe on campus. Okay, don't ride your bike, your skateboard on the campus. Please make sure you're picking up your trash on the campus, okay? We are going to have boarders up at lunchtime. And during that time with the borders, you are not allowed in behind the 500 and 600 buildings. Okay? You cannot be behind them. If you are behind them, we're going to bring you up to the front. So there are going to be borders that are going to be put up. Teachers, I strongly suggest that you, if you have a club, that you make passes for your students in order for them to go past the border. Okay. Please make sure you have passes for your students. Otherwise, you're not getting back there. Okay. They are not going to be able to come back there. If you have lunch items, please make sure you throw them in the trash. I don't know how many times I see people like eat something and throw it on the table. You don't do that at home. So don't do it here. Help out our custodians. All right, our guidance and counseling office. They are open during lunch, before and after school. You can come and see them. Do not come during class time, okay, unless they have called for you or asked for you with a pass. You need 220 credits to graduate, folks, okay? 220 credits to graduate. So if you haven't, I would start looking at my credits and seeing where I'm at and where I need to go. Because if you're deficient after a certain point, we will be sending you to Val Verde High School. Okay, and that's where you will go. Check your portal. That's why it's important for you to have an Aries account. Check it and see what's going on. If you have missing assignments, low test scores, fix them. Okay, here are the A through G requirements. History is 2 years required. English is 4. Mathematics is 3 required, 4 recommended. Lab science, 2 required, 3 recommended. Foreign language, 2 required, 3 recommended. Visual and performing art is 1 year, and a college prep elective is another year. Okay? So those are your A through G requirements. We pride ourselves on being number one in A through G requirements. So please make sure you are following that guideline. If not, please get your find your counselor for assistance. All right, we have CTE, our Career Technology Exploration Programs. Okay, we have AgNat and Natural Science, Information and Communication, Manufacturing and Product Development, and our great teachers that teach that. English lit, English language, biology, physics, chemistry, US history. We have all of these things that are in play. So don't cheat yourself, okay? If you have a question or you're not sure, you want to get some more information, come to the Guidance and Counseling Center so you can get some assistance with that. Schedules will not be changed for period or teacher preferences. So if you don't like the period that you're in or you don't like the teacher, we're not changing your schedule. If you don't like someone in your class, we're not changing your schedule. Okay. I had a student come to me and said, well, what if I just don't go to the class? Is that going to matter? Yeah, it does matter. You need to go to the class whether you like it or not. If you don't go to the class, what are you going to do? You're going to be sitting in OCI because that's where you're going to go. Or we're going to have to call home and figure out how to get you there. Don't try to boycott and then act like, oh, hell no, I won't go. No, that's not how things work. I'm sorry. You need to go to the class. Now, if it's a dire straight situation and it's like, I really can't do it, then we'll talk. But other than that, don't set yourself up for failure. If you need any support for any reason, social, emotional, academic, the guidance office is here, okay, to help you. So, what happens when you go to the guidance office is that you will go and you will fill out, there's computers there, and you will put the reasoning why you are there. And after you do that, then the counselor will call you in to assist you in the way that you need to be assisted. Okay. Only before school and after school during lunch are you allowed to go to that counseling office, not during class time. I cannot reiterate that enough. Not during class time. Okay. So please make sure you are following those guidelines because your counselor will not see you if you don't. All right, guys, that's the end of our handbook. We love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And I know. You guys are like, Miss Graham is so hard. She's always saying this, that, and the third. But it's only out of love. We all have love for you guys. That's why we've been so successful. That's why people want to come here because of the love that you are receiving. That's why this school is impacted. That is why people come from Rancho Verde, people are coming from Paris High. They are coming over to Orange Vista because we are the best and we love you. Please stay safe. Please do and follow school rules and procedures. We put this together for you because we want you to understand that these are the things that we want you to follow. We want you to be good citizens. We want you to be lifelong learners. Thank you.